Hey friends, happy November. My name is Adam Charl. I'm with the Place Real Estate team and Oak Quinn Realty. I hope you're having a great month. Our stats are coming to you a little bit later than usual this month, and I wanted to get into a bit more depth as to why that's the case. I know a lot of you enjoy the way that we present the stats in terms of the blog posts that we do for the Greater Vancouver and Fraser Valley. So I'm still going to put the links below, but what we're going to do today is something a bit different. Now, the stats that we put out, that the real estate board, the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board produce for us are really good at getting kind of a pulse check on the market at a standing point in time. But what it doesn't really do for us is give us a trend of what we're seeing over a period of time. So what I've started to do, and I wanted to share this with you guys now, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I think you'll find this quite interesting. Now, it's a bit of a data nerd way to look at this, so if you want to just read the regular post, you can click below, but stick with me if you're interested. So what I've been doing since February is tracking basically four things in terms of the real estate market, and I'm doing this for both Greater Vancouver and the Fraser Valley. The first is the number of listings that come on the market in the previous 7 days. So we basically take a sample point every week and look back 7 days and say how many new listings are coming on the market in the past 7 days. We also then look at how many listings have sold in the past 7 days, and we take a pulse check and check how many active listings. So that's currently on the market, how many listings are available for sale. And what I also like to look at as well is the number of listings that have been on the market for more than 30 days. Now, obviously market conditions can vary in terms of price point and property type, but typically if a property's been on the market for 30 days, it should have sold. If it's presented well, if it's marketed well, and it's priced correctly, it should have sold. So what I look at here is the number of listings that have not sold, that have been on the market for more than 30 days. I threw that into a cool data tool, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this updated for you guys every month. It's actually going to be updated weekly, but I'll send you the link every month so you can start to track what's going on. Now, instead of those data points that we get every month, what we're going to start to see is a picture of what's happening in the Fraser Valley and the Greater Vancouver markets over time. So I think this is a much more useful tool and a much more insightful tool as well. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any extra data you think we should be tracking or anything fun that you guys would like to see. So since February, let's look at active listings. So the number of listings currently for sale. So over the course of time, every week we can see up until a peak of about September 19th, 26th, the number of listings online have been increasing. So we can infer from that buyers have more choice, there's more properties for sale available in the marketplace. It started to plateau recently, and I'll get into a little bit of information, data as to why I think that's the case, but it's holding pretty steady and maybe declining a little bit as well. Let's look at the sales. So we had a bit of a peak back in October, and also back in March as well. It was pretty steady up until about June 20th, and then we've started to see a decline with a peak in October, because you'll remember from last month, October was pretty busy, back up to probably 10-year average sales numbers. But really, if we draw a trend line here, we can see both in the Fraser Valley, and I'll get my cursor out of the way, both in the Fraser Valley and the Greater Vancouver area, there's definitely a downward trend on the number of sales. I'm sure you guys would agree with that, just looking at that. It's quite slight, but you can notice that trend line there. Let's look at the number of listings on the market over 30 days, and I think this is probably the most interesting trend. Maybe I'm weird, but I like this one because it shows us what's how many properties are not selling. So about May time, beginning of May, we started to see that number increase, and we had a bit of a dip here in September, October time. But on the whole, the number of properties that are not selling over 30 days are probably the highest, pretty much the highest it's been since I started tracking this in February. So about 70%, 71%, actually that's incorrect. The blue line is Greater Vancouver and the red line is Fraser Valley. 70 to 71% of properties are sitting on the market. So I think that's a real indication of who you hire matters in this market now more than ever. But discuss with your agent if you are looking to make a move, because these trends do impact you in terms of your purchase price, what you can buy with your budget. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. Well, let me know what you think about this data trend. If you'd like to see more videos like this, we can definitely do that as well. Ping me with any questions. You can call me, text me anytime. 778-385-614, and make it a great month.